Alvin, thank you so much for making time for me to speak with me, especially as we're coming up to the holidays. And by the way, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And Merry Christmas to you too, sir.
Being a mixologist and being in this type of business, I mean, I've never known anybody who ever said, this is what I want to do. But my friend, you were doing it so well. Congratulations on your success. How did you get involved with something like this?
Oh, I've been in bars and restaurants since the days I was 15 years old. I started as a dishwasher. So I worked my way through the ranks and I saw every kind of facet of the business. And the best, it's either becoming a chef or it's becoming a bartender, and I've been both. So I just had a personality that I couldn't keep in the back anymore cooking for people. So I had to do something in front of them. You're building layers and you're building flavors and you're building profiles, but you can also get your personality out there and lay that on the plate for someone and give them experience. So that's how I swung my roundabout into becoming a bartender and a mixologist.
But the thing is, though, you're not just, in one place. I mean, you are everywhere. You go to different radio stations, entertainment spots. How did you create something like that? I mean, that's pretty incredible. It's something that, that's a dream come true for many people.
Oh, I have probably the best job in the world, like being the Hendricks Gin brand ambassador for Canada. You get to, I look at hospitality and what I've learned over the last 20 years or so in hospitality, and, what you learn in your life and how you tell the story. And this is where I've got to where I am. I'm a storyteller. And now I get to tell the story of Hendricks Gin while I'm delighting the palate of people in front of me, and making them cocktails and giving them experiences and being able to tell these amazing stories to them. So this job is everything that I've kind of worked towards over the last 20 years, being in the industry and traveling and building stories and meeting people. And then a brand like Hendricks Gin comes to you and says, we want you to tell our story as well. Like, it's pretty magical.
Well, let's get the magic happening, because it's been a long time. You and I have been supposed to have spoken many, many times before. We haven't had the chance. I think this is the perfect time because we are talking about the holiday season. People are looking for something different. I mean, I'm a boring guy. I'm like rum and Coke or, a certain beer or whatever. I've never really thought about, it's the holiday season. I want to try a couple of different drinks to really, make it more special. What drinks would you suggest, say, for males or females, or if it doesn't matter, drinks over the holidays? Give me one of them.
One of the perfect drinks, and I think in the holiday season, there's a lot of champagne, there's a lot of sparkling wine as gifts, there's a lot of Prosecco. It's called a French 75, a Hendricks Gin French 75. It's really, really simple to make. It's delicious. It's fresh. It's basically 1 ounce of lemon juice, 1 ounce of simple syrup, 1 ounce of Hendricks Gin. You shake that over ice, you pour that into a champagne flute, and then you top it with champagne. And you garnish it with a fresh slice of cucumber.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's really fresh. It's really, anything with bubbles in it for me is just brilliant. And this Christmas time when everyone's celebrating, we're coming into a new year, new pastures, bubbles and gin and deliciousness is it's one of the best drinks of the season for me.
Now, I'm going to play sexist here, because I kind of did it in the beginning, but I'm going to play sexist here. What would you suggest a real man's drink? If a guy says, hey, I want something that's really going to, get the blood flowing, what would you suggest?
I think the women, maybe the females probably drink harder than most of the males nowadays, to tell you the truth. But for me, and I think this one swings across all the borders, there's nothing better for me than a really well-balanced martini.
Mm.
You can dress it up and you can dress it down, or you can get a little bit dirty, but it hits all the spots for me. It's kind of sweet. It's kind of a little bit, it's cold. It's a little bit it's got a little bit of booze in there for you. It's got some flavor. The viscosity in your mouth is really there and it works around. It's one of those drinks that if James Bond can drink it, I think anybody can drink it.
I love it. Now, you said that, women are the tougher drinkers too, but I'm going to ask, though, for the ladies, though, what drink would you suggest for them? Say a guy wants to impress a woman and wants to order her a drink, we'll say. What would you suggest? A
Hendricks Gin Negroni. It's winter time, it's cold outside. It's a beautiful drink. You've got, Campari, you've got vermouth, and you've got gin in there. You garnish it with an orange slice. It's warm, it's bitter, it's sensual, it kind of works across the whole mouth. It's one of those drinks that in a beautiful glass. It's dark red. It's got a big ice cube. You know, they taste it and it starts bitter and then it gets a little bit sweeter and then it works around. It's got that pungent hit to it. Like, that's one of the drinks for wintertime that, you know, if you order someone a Negroni and it's made really, really well, it can change lives.
I love it. I love it. Now, usually on New Year's Eve, people always use champagne. What if you were with somebody else and you wanted to try something a little different because you want 2019 to be something different? What drink would you suggest to toast the new year?
So, this is a drink that, it's a classic cocktail. It's been circulating for years and years. It's called a Martinez. It's really simple to make, but I think it's one of those drinks that you don't expect it, because it's got an ounce of Hendricks Gin, an ounce of red vermouth, and 20.25 ml of maraschino liqueur. You stir it. And what you get is this really nice, beautiful balance of kind of, it's got this liqueur-esque to it, but it's got this really beautiful balance to it. And I call it it's like the new pastures drink. It's sweet, it's savory, it's delicious, it's dark. You know, I think a lot of people have had a cleansing year in 2018, and I think this gives you the perfect balance of dark. And when you finish it, you're like, yes.
Love it. Love it. One last question. Say you're not going to be going out to the clubs or anywhere like that. You're going to have some friends over. Okay, you're not the biggest connoisseur, you don't know how to mix the drinks or whatever, but you do want, say, to pick up a bottle or two that you can share with everybody. What are the bottles that you would suggest?
For me, obviously, it would be a beautiful bottle of Hendricks Gin. Mm-hmm. And I would probably pick up either a Glenfiddich 12-year-old or a Balvenie 12-year-old. Balvenie Doublewood 12-year-old on ice is the most delicious whiskey you're ever going to have in your entire life. Like, it's really cost effective for the whiskey world, but it's just delicious. It's made really well. It's balanced. It's not smoky at all. I don't like overly peaty scotches. It's just beautiful. It tastes really nice in the mouth. That's one of those drinks that if you're at home, you crack it over an ice cube, you give it to someone. It's just one of those drinks that it reeks beauty and charisma and maturity.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Look, you and I could probably go on for hours on all different types of drinks and whatever. Is there a website or is there anywhere we can go to look up these great suggestions that you made? And also, people have questions for you too, because let's face it, there are celebrations, there are times you just want to relax. There's so many different things that people want to do. Is there anywhere we can go to get in touch with you? Or like I said, go on a website to get some of these great suggestions?
Well, you always feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram account, which is Hendricks BA Canada. So HENDRICKS BA Canada. You can send me a message on there and I can send you any recipes. But we've also got www.hendricksgin.com. That gives you a breakdown of, there's 50 cocktails on there. They range from early beginner to novice to experienced. So you can look through the whole Rolodex there of cocktails that we have. Or you can reach out to me and maybe come out for a cocktail with me and I can show you some of the cool bars in the city and we can go from there.
Absolutely love that. Look, my friend, I'm going to hold you to that for you and I. Like I said before, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's do this again. Let's talk about what could be drinks for Valentine's Day. Let's talk about drinks for spring, summer, and, of course, leading back to one more time for the holidays. Merry Christmas and have a great time, my friend.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Everyone stay safe and no drinking and driving.